Christian Johnson, Dominic Thame, Philip Bledsoe, and James Moore, your starters for the grind here tonight. On the other side for the Pharaohs, it'll be Dwight Burton, James Towns, Remy Torbert, and Trent Temple, and Roselle Nix. Actually, late starting lineup change, Jalen Sykes in the starting lineup for the Pharaohs here this evening. As we're ready to jump it up here from West Virginia State University, we're glad you're with us here on the TBL TV network here tonight, brought to you by Video Productions. As the grind control the tip, it'll be Reed out front. So swing it over left side as Thame waiting patiently on the left wing, swings it over far side. Nice one-handed grab by Jordan. He tries to work inside. Nice give and go underneath. As Bledsoe has nowhere to go, backs his way in. Turnaround jumper in the paint. That one off the back iron. Skying for the putback. Won't fall though for Moore, and rebounded by the Pharaohs. Into the front court comes Burton, and going to be an over and back call. As he threw it back for Towns. Towns hadn't established himself across midcourt just yet. And that'll be a turnover against the Pharaohs here in the first 29 seconds of this contest. Reed will bring it over left side. And being faced up against by Towns. Swings it over. Bobbling the catch is Moore, but he's able to corral it. Now into the right corner. Three launched on the way. That one going to be left short by Thame. Rebound comes down. Taken away by Nix. So he'll skip it up ahead. Towns waits now on everyone to get in position. Takes it over left side for Burton. Burton drives baseline. Had a corner for a second, but has to pull up for the jumper. Left it short. Rebound saved underneath by Thame as here come the grind back into the front court. Johnson stops, pops in a long jumper from the left side, spins around 3 times and finally falls through for the first bucket of the game. So Johnson just inside that 3-point line that time, but a 2-0 lead now for the grind. Early stages of the contest. Sykes will skip over far side, back up top. Sykes dribbles over, falls to the ground, no whistle called. Ball loose on the floor, tipped out of bounds, going to be last touched. Out of bounds by Moore as he went diving for it. There's only 3 on the shot clock right now for the Pharaohs. So it'll be Towns to inbound from the far side, lobs it inside, trying to make the grab as Nix has it knocked away. Now here come the grind into the front court. Johnson waiting, bounce pass underneath. Thame goes up, pinned against the glass by Nix as he swats it away. Here come the Pharaohs back in transition. Over left side, 3 launched on the way. That one rolls off for Burton, taken away by the grind as on the glass that time is Bledsoe. He'll get it over for Johnson, drives in, good take up the right side. He'll get all the way to the glass. And Jordan Reed with his first bucket of the game gives the grind a 4-0 lead 2 minutes into the contest. Towns will give it over far side. Nix guarded heavily, has to give it up. Able to find Towns on the right wing, takes it to the left elbow. He's cut off. Now back over Sykes. He'll launch a 3 from the right side, and he'll bury it. First bucket of the game for Pontiac. It's a 4-3 lead now in favor of the grind. Reed has it, fighting through a screen, backs his way in. Nice spin move, goes up in the air and puts it in with the right hand. Good move by Jordan Reed. He's got back-to-back buckets and the lead back up to 3. He's trying to attack quickly was Burton. He'll have to give it off for Towns. Now swings it over far side. Nice drive by Temple. Gets into the paint. Sidesteps with his pivot foot. Goes up but can't finish with the right hand. Knocked out of bounds, and it'll go back over to the grind. So again, good defense underneath by the grind as Pontiac's been getting some penetration. But the grind have been very resistant at the rim so far here in the early going in the first quarter. So Reed will give it over far side. Bledsoe waiting, trying to establish someone in the paint. Now gives it off to Thame, drives in. Tough look over Nix, can't get it to fall. And Nix, such a tough presence on the inside as a little stutter step inside by Burton, and he has it blocked away. What a job that time by Reed, able to throw it off of Burton as he laid on the ground and out of bounds. Again, tough angle to throw that off of as well, but able to make it work as it'll give it back over to the grind. As Christian Littlejohn checks into the game for the first time for the Pharaohs. So on the left wing, Johnson steps back, 3 on the way. That one online, but too strong. Retaken, though, by the grind. As Reed will give it over after Moore's offensive board. Reed Steps back, goes for three. This one off the side of the rim, no good, and rebounded by Sykes. And now he has it stolen away, taken back. Nice little Euro step to the inside, and a foul called as Johnson will go to the free throw line. And the Grind have been very active so far on the defensive end, after giving up more than 100 points so far in each one of their games. Trying to make sure things are a lot tougher tonight here on this Pharaohs club that has been hot out of the gate so far in this TBL season. As free throw up and good. First free throw of the game on either side. And Johnson connects on both as the Grind take an 8-3 lead with 8:22 to go in the first quarter. So on the right side, Temple. Out to Little John, now over left side. Towns swings it back into the middle. Burton trying to drive in. Once again cut off, and another turnover for the Pharaohs. Again, this Grind defense has been outstanding here in the opening 4 minutes of this contest. Now can they capitalize and build on this early lead at 8-3? Reed will give it over on the left wing. Johnson waiting. Now dumps it down low. Bledsoe backs his way in, turns to the middle, goes up, and there's a whistle and a foul called. Looks like they're going to get Little John on the foul, as he's incredulous at the call. Can't believe it, as he didn't feel as if he had made any contact on that. Still has his arms extended, wondering what the call was for. Bledsoe was shaken up a little bit on that contact going to the floor. As Bledsoe sinks the first, extends the lead now to 9-3. So the Grind 3 of 3 from the free throw line so far here in the first quarter. And a clean 4 for 4. So a 10-3 lead now for the Grind. 7:51 to go in the opening period. Towns going up against Reed. Shakes his way to the left. Takes all the way to the 10. Can't finish, but Little John on the rebound. Saves the possession out to Sykes. He's the only one with a bucket so far, and he's the only one with 2 buckets now for Pontiac as he sinks his second 3 of the first quarter. Cuts the lead back down to 4. It's Reed across the timeline. Trying to cut this down to a 1-possession game as Burton gets contact and a whistle and a foul now on the Grind. It's back-to-back quick fouls here. That'll be on the floor as they'll whistle that one against Moore. That'll be the first against him. Both teams with 2 team fouls here in the first quarter. Little John will take the inbounds pass, gives it back off for Towns. Now swings it near side. Burton looking for some space, and now we get another whistle, and this will be an offensive foul called. It's Burton, they say extended that arm on the push. And it'll bring Roselle Nix back into the fray. As Little John will go to the bench, and they're going to get that on Little John. That's his second foul, so not much time on the floor for him, and he picks up 2 quick ones. As Reed will give it over right side. Johnson, ball fakes. Nice job by Sykes coming out to contest. Now a tough jumper, step back, blocked by Sykes. Taken back, though, by Reed underneath. Fade away in front of Nix, and he connects again. Jordan Reed. Half of the Grind's points here in the opening quarter gives the lead, puts the lead back to 6. Sykes dumps it down low. Nix going with the size advantage. Reed trying to pick his pocket from behind, but Nix just bullies his way to the basket and lays it in. And that's a lot of man to try and keep out of the paint right there. And Nix gets his first bucket of the contest. First person other than Sykes to score for the Pharaohs as Reed looks to continue his onslaught, and he does. Nice step back jumper as he gets the friendly roll. Lead back to 6 now for the Grind as we near the midway point of the opening quarter. Towns trying to find an opening, crossing over, kicks it back out. Now they get it off Sykes, 2 for 2 from 3. This one too strong though, taken away underneath by Moore. Reed pushes up the right side, cut off, kicks it back out. 3 on the way from the right wing, and that one connects for James Moore, his first bucket of the game, and a timeout called by the Pharaohs with 5:48 to go here in the first quarter. TBL back. Welcome back, everybody, to West Virginia State University. Chris Kidd with you. First time, good take, throws it into the corner, but off the mark, and good reason why it was deflected. I was wondering, I was going to say that pass was well off the mark, but that's obvious now considering the fact that it was tipped by the Grind. And as we said, the Grind have played strong defense here in the first quarter, have forced several turnovers so far. Entry pass and a lot of contact, as being fouled is Gracie on the play. Hard fall that time for Johnson. Thankfully gets up okay, as that'll be the first on him. And that'll send Pontiac to the free throw line for the first time tonight. As Gracie yet to get a shot attempt up. This will be his first one. But again, 5 turnovers here in the first quarter for the Pharaohs, as first one too strong from Gracie. As the Grind on the other end, 4-4 from the line. But again, 5 turnovers, definitely troubling if you're a Pharaohs fan watching here tonight, as Gracie gets friendly bounce off the front iron, gets free throw to fall. As Reed will bring it across the timeline. And he's had the hot hand here in the first quarter. 4-4 from the field, 8 points for him. Nice give and go to the basket, but Thame blocked, put back up and in though by Reed again. Jordan Reed has just been in the right spot this entire opening quarter, as the lead is now swelled to 10 for the Grind. Nice crossover underneath. Towns gives it off to Nix, backs his way in, goes up, and a whistle and a travel called on Nix. And he knows it as he goes back up the floor. He's upset with himself. Again, you get him on that low block. Nix is just really tough to try and handle down low. See if that's something the Pharaohs want to try and exploit a little bit more, as Reed comes off the screen. Pull-up jumper. There's his first miss of the night, taken away by the Pharaohs. Across the timeline comes Gracie. Got a little clogged up and jammed there at the top of the key. Now finds a little space, gets all the way to the rack, and he'll lay it up and in. Nice move by Khalil Gracie. So he's got 3 points now, and the lead back down to 8. As Reed clears his man out of the area. Now gets a screen up top. Takes it to the right elbow before picking up his dribble, looking for a back cut. Nice vision there, able to find Johnson. Kicks it out. Fake, pull-up jumper from inside the arc, no good. Nix knocks the rebound away from Reed. Nice job by him. Reed had another basket waiting for him at the rim. As Gracie drives baseline, pull-up jumper for him, too strong, and Reed grabs the rebound. Reed's now got 3 rebounds as well in this game. Kicks it out, long 3 on the way. That one going to be short from Johnson. Rebounded though by the Grind, and a nice job throwing it off the leg of a Pharaoh defender, as we get several substitutions coming in now on both sides. We'll get those changes here in just a moment. As the Grind will inbound underneath their own basket. Inbound far side, pull-up jumper. That one off the mark, taken away by Andre Johnson as he races to the basket, kicks it out. Open for a moment, nice fake drives in right side. Good take that time by Tavion Ruffin as he gets his first basket right off the bench. It's Reed now, whoa, what a move by him. Gets over right side, can't finish at the rim as that one was contested late there by the Pharaohs. Run out on the other end, taken all the way in, an easy slam dunk for Gracie, as the lead was 10, now has shrunk to 4 in a heartbeat with 3.5 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Johnson will swing it over far side. It's William Collins looking, gets it back up top. Trayvon Bentley into the game as well as Collins gets it back. Fakes, almost lost the handle, gives it back out for Johnson. Johnson takes it to the right elbow, tries to find some space, in the 24-second violation against the Grind, as the Pharaohs clamping down on the defensive end that time, as Luke Frampton now will check into the game for the grind. Again, he's a local high school prodigy here from West Virginia, getting his first action of the evening. Good take into the corner. Good look for three on the way. That one just short. Remy Torbert unable to connect as here come the grind back the other way. Johnson waiting, trying to find an opening. Now has his pocket picked, taken away. Has a nice job taking that on the dive by Torbert. Gets it back underneath, and he's blocked at the rim. Great recovery by Johnson as he got back into the play. Now here comes Frampton up the right side. Frampton looks cross court. Johnson goes down low, backing his way in as Thame kicks it out. Frampton, again, he's deadly from the outside, and he hits right away off the bench. Luke Frampton, first attempt of the game, first three of the game, 22-15 grind. Now left side looking for the answer. That one off the mark. Rebound knocked out of bounds. I'm going to say last touch by the grind. There's another substitution for West Virginia here. And we're going to get a timeout here for the grind with 2:17 to go here in the first quarter. So we'll see it work. Welcome back, everybody. Chris Kidd with you. As Chris Riggs, our engineer. And we got our smile cam out for the first time here tonight, and we were obliged right away by two young women over on the far side, right behind the grind bench. And so far, the grind had everything to smile about here in the first quarter as they lead at 22-15 over the Pharaohs. Again, they've led by as much as 10 so far here in the opening quarter. Pharaohs got it down to 4. But now they have the ball back underneath their own rim after Grind's timeout. Out front, they'll give it. Johnson will swing it over near side. Long two on the way. That one left short by Torbert. He noticed it, tried to go after the loose ball, but now he'll pick up. Actually, they're going to say no foul. He just knocked it away, but it was last touched by him on the sideline. Ball back over to the grind, closing in on 2 minutes to go here in the first quarter as Collins almost carried it, then had it stolen away, loose underneath, trying to get a timeout. Let's see if it's granted or not, and it will be. So great job that time by Johnson, able to get the loose ball after Collins mishandled it. Welcome back, everybody. Chris Kidd here with you from West Virginia State University with Chris Riggs, our engineer. Again, great defensive play as we went to break by Andre Johnson, able to come up with a steal. After Collins nearly lost the handle and then finally had it helped by Johnson by ripping it away. As Pharaohs looking to try and cut back into this lead as the grind have led it wire to wire so far here in the first quarter. This take here by Gracie gets all the way inside on the right. Good flip at the rim as he puts it in. He's got 7 points now here in the opening quarter. It's 22-17, grind lead it. On the right side. Bentley gives it back to Frampton. Thought about pulling for a moment, but was cut off. Now gives it over on the far side. Down low, nice cut to the rim as Collins gets all the way in, and he lays it in for his first basket. Again, great movement there by Collins to get inside. Now miscommunication as Gracie and Torbert not on the same page. Torbert started cutting to the basket as Gracie lofted that pass toward him. And yet another Pharaohs turnover. That is 7 now here in the first quarter for Pontiac. Collins will bring it over right side. Nice crossover by him, gets into the paint, sidesteps the charge attempt, and there will be a nice layup by Collins. Again, great athleticism by him. Able to get to the right side, and back-to-back buckets puts the lead back to 9 for the grind. So under a minute to go here in the first quarter. Back pass, almost intercepted, now over left side. Long three on the way, high arching one off the back iron for Johnson. Rebound, Collins, no look up ahead, gives it off underneath, right side layup, and that'll go for Bentley. his first bucket of the game, and this now the largest lead of the quarter for the Grind at 28-17. Out front with it is Temple. Looking around, swings it over. Torbert back over on the left. Gracie steps back. Torbert gets it down to 5 on the shot clock. Going to have to hurry here. Now pass knocked away, or ball knocked away. Collins comes up with it. Gives it back over right side. Pull-up jumper. Counted off the glass. It's Frank Agamang with his first bucket of the game with 10 seconds left here in the opening period. Now here comes a drive, and there's going to be whistling a foul on Agamang as he'll get his first intentional of the game. See if they call this a shooting foul or not. So they're going to say on the floor with the foul. So the Pharaohs will inbound from the near side. Only 4.7 seconds showing on the clock here in the opening quarter. As Ruffin gets it in, clean look from straight on, but that one going to be short from Gracie. Rebound, Collins will heave from beyond half court. Didn't get it off anyway, and that'll do it. Minutes. Back here on the TBL TV network, as you see the nice cut, give and go to William Collins for the bucket late in the first quarter to help push the lead for the Grind as it stands at 30-17 right now. As we start quarter number 2, Chris Kidd with you with Chris Riggs, our engineer. As Sykes lobs it inside for Nix. Nix turn around in the paint, and he goes to work and puts it in for his second bucket of the game. 30-19 in favor of the Grind as Reed on the right side gives it back out. Johnson swings it over. Collins, nice drive again on the interior as he'll be hacked on the way to the basket. And that'll send him to the free throw line. See it here on our replay again right at the tail end, the contact. They're going to get that foul on Burton, so that'll be his first. Collins goes to the line for the first time this evening and gets the friendly bounce. It pops out and pops back in. Grind now 5 of 5 from the free throw line. And they stay perfect. Again, most of the statistics in the Grind's favor right now. Again, shot 46.1% in the first quarter to 38% for the Pharaohs. They go down low. This time they anticipated as Collins cuts it off. Now he gets it up ahead. Tried to go with a bounce pass, but lost it on the way up. Ball loose on the floor. But so we're going to get a tie up here. So we'll jump it up here. And Collins had that pass keyed up underneath for the easy 2, but just couldn't control it. Now we'll get a jump ball here. That's a good job by Collins on the defensive end. They were trying to post up Nix once again, but Collins jumped into the passing lane on the entry pass. As Johnson and Towns will jump it up here from the free throw line. It'll be controlled initially by the Grind, but taken away by Towns. Gets it up ahead. Burton wins the race to the basket, but can't finish as Reed contested nicely without fouling that time. Reed drives in right baseline, out of control as he goes to the ground. Had it slapped away from behind. And it'll stay here with the Grind. Reed will lob it in deep. Bledsoe gives it over left side for Bentley. Bentley going up against Nix. He'll step back, pop a jumper in his face, and he'll knock it down for a long 2. Trayvon Bentley with 4 points. Leading out of 15 for the Grind. It's a good take here, but a screen up top by Nix, and they're going to get him on the foul as Reed took a lot of punishment there as he ran right into the brick wall that is Roselle Nix. Reed gets up. Seeing a few stars after that contact. He appears to be okay as he'll bring it across the timeline. Again, Grind trying to push this lead out, leading it by 15. Gets a screen to his right, drives in, sees Nix and slammed on the brakes and caused him to shuffle his feet. So that'll be a travel on him. And I'd say tough flashback for him from about 45 seconds earlier after running into Nix with all that contact, and probably caused him to shuffle his feet as he saw him once again near the rim. Inside, cut off is Temple, throws it out, now stolen away. Another turnover forced by the Grind as Reed drives in, almost had taken away, shot up short. Rebounded though by Bentley, tries to drive inside, lost it, goes right back to Reed but can't finish. Rebound knocked out of bounds and going to be last touched off the hands of Temple. So a lot of action at the rim that time, but nothing will fall for the Grind, but they still get another opportunity here. Reed trying to tell everyone it's time to go as they inbound it. Bentley turnaround hook shot. That one too strong. Rebound taken away by Nix. So give it off for Temple. Temple stutter steps, kicks it back out. Sykes knocked down his first 2 threes of the game. He'll step inside for a closer one this time, and he'll knock this one down. And Sykes has been the main catalyst on the offensive end for the Pharaohs so far. Lead stands at 13 for the Grind. Collins, nice pass on the interior, going up, getting it over. Nix and one. Bledsoe able to challenge at the rim. Gets the bucket and the harm. So they're going to get that foul on Temple. Now a chance here for Bledsoe. He's got 4 points in the game. And continues. Perfect shooting at the free throw line for the Grind. Now 7 of 7 this evening. Only 1 trip to the line for Pontiac thus far. 1 of 2. Good crossover over into the corner. 3 on the way. That one too strong for Burton. And again, tough shooting continues here from the outside for the Pharaohs in the first half. It's Collins. He'll pull a quick trigger on a 3. That one's short. Taken away by Sykes. Pharaohs looking to push. Sykes cut off, gives it over now into the corner. Ball bobbled momentarily, but Towns now gathers it. Step back jumper, and he'll get that one to fall. James Towns' first basket of the game. It's 37-23. Favor of the Grind as Reed pull-up jumper for him. Bounces around twice, but falls off. So again, Reed had the quick 10 points. Started 5 for 5, but 0 for his last 4. But a great outlet pass up ahead for Temple. Got behind the defense, and he'll lay it in. So Pharaohs now trying to get on a little run here to get this back down below 10. The lead swelled as high as 16 just moments ago. Johnson now has his pocket pick taken away by Temple. Here, right here. Welcome back, everybody, here on the TBL TV network. Butch Mounts, executive producer of video productions, helping us bring you tonight's action. Chris Kidd with you, with Chris Riggs, our engineer. As the Pharaohs trailed by 16 just 45 seconds ago, but have been on a quick 6-0 run. Again, shooting the ball much more efficiently here so far in the second quarter. 5 of 7 this period after a tough struggle in the first. That 3 left short, but offensive rebound off the Bledsoe miss, but now taken away. Here comes a race into the front court. Tough angle on that drive by Burton as he was flying to the other side. Still had the body control to put that off the glass and in. It's now an 8-0 run here over the last minute of action. And the Pharaohs have cut this lead in half, and now a chance to do even more damage as an offensive foul called against the Grind as they're going to get that one on Bledsoe. The other end of the Grind just gone 2 of 8 so far here in the second period from the field. Now a nice take on the inside. Once again, these been walking around like a dazed heavyweight as well after some of the hits he's taken, both from Nixon on that charge. But both times able to get the call. Reed will bring it across the timeline. Dumps it down low. Trying to back in as Johnson. Fadeaway jumper for him is going to be over the rim, but goes right into the hands of Bledsoe, who reverses over to his right and lays it in. So lead back up to 10. Again, you can see the Pharaohs really pushing the pace right now. That three left short by Burton, but offensive rebound. Few and far between here tonight for the Pharaohs. The three off the mark. Rebound once again. That one saved, though, by Burton right into the hands of Reed. So Reed will bring it up the center of the floor over left side. Johnson fakes, can't find an opening, bodies his way back out as Sykes cut him off. Now Reed on a nice cut to the rim, can't finish, and rebound taken away underneath by Gracie. Pass into the corner. Sykes stepped out of bounds on the sideline as he was trying to get his drive to the basket. That'll be a turnover for the Pharaohs. So Andre Johnson will check in. In the grind have led so far from the very beginning of this game. Have not relinquished this lead. It stands at 10. Nice take by Moore. Gets all the way in on the right side, but can't get the layup to fall. Rebound taken away by Johnson. Here he comes into the front court as he pinballs off of several defenders. And going to be a whistle and a foul here against the grind, as you see here on our instant replay. He just got caught in between several defenders and then took a little hip check to the ground. As Johnson commits the foul, that's going to be number 2 on him. On the right side, Towns between his legs, goes to the left elbow, high arching fadeaway. That one don't fall. Rebound taken away by Bledsoe. It's Reed. Looking, waiting, crossing over, spinning, turn around at the free throw line. That one rolls off, taken away on the tip by Burton. He'll kick it up ahead for Towns. Drives into the center, had it knocked away, volleyballed around. Finally, Towns gets it back into the middle. Gracie fakes, goes up with the right hand, and he'll lay it in. Gracie with 9 points now here in the game, leading the way now for the Pharaohs as Reed penetrates in, gives it off to Frampton, made himself available on the left side, and Frampton lays it in. So he's got 5 now off the bench. Lead backs up to 10. Again, we've gone back and forth between 10 and 8 on the last several possessions as Sykes kicks it over for Towns, swings it over quickly into the left corner. Johnson back out for Gracie. Towns looking for an opening, drives in on Reed, goes up on the left side. Good take that time to get to the right side or left side and lay it in for Towns. Now we'll get a whistle in the front court. Going to be a foul here against Burton. You'll see it here on our instant replay. And right there, just a little too aggressive by Burton, trying to get his hands in to deflect that pass away. That's team foul number 3 here in the quarter against the Pharaohs. It's out to Frampton again. A good look. This one going to be left short, though. Rebound taken away by Johnson. He'll get it up ahead. Gracie kicks it out. Tough take into the middle that time by Temple, and he draws a whistle. And they're going to get that one on Luke Frampton. So that'll be his first foul, and that'll send Pharaohs to the free throw line. As Collins will check back into the game for the grind. And it's just the second trip to the line tonight for the Pharaohs. As Temple sinks the first. Temple with 5 points here in the first half as Reed will get a much needed breather. Again, he's put in a lot of work here in the first half. Second free throw off to the right. Rebound taken away by Bledsoe. As Collins looks up ahead, finds nothing, almost had his pocket picked that time, and Johnson thought he had gotten him clean, but instead whistling a foul called. That'll be the first on him, but that's the 4th team foul now against the Pharaohs, 2 against the grind. With 5:09 left here in the second quarter. Collins pulls up for three. This one going to be short, rebounded by Nix. Towns looks left side. Collins jumped the passing lane but couldn't control it. As it'll stay here with Pontiac. They have cut the 16-point deficit down to 7. Again, it's been the team speed of the Pharaohs here in the second quarter doing a lot of the damage. Into the corner, good take and dish into the right side, and that'll go for Trent Temple. The lead now down to 4. This is as close as they've been since the early going of this game. Step back, long jumper on the way. That one going to be short. Rebounded though on the left side. Pulled back out by Bledsoe, dishes off, cutting to the rim, and a nice take by Moore as he finishes at the bucket. 43-37 now in favor of the Grind. Inside, Nix has it tipped away by Frampton. Again, they're starting to read those passes to the interior on Nix. It's Collins. Goes underneath now, kicks it back over Frampton. Corner, Moore goes for three. This one's short. Moore chases down his own miss, though, gets it out to Collins. He'll heave a three from the left side, and that one will spin in. So just like that, lead shrunk to 4, and that quickly it's back out to 9. Fall under 4 minutes to go in the first half. Towns in trouble as Frampton came out on him along with Moore, gets away from it. Now able to get to Temple, spins inside, goes up with the left hand. Nice move by him. Able to go to the right and then fake, and now Johnson picks up a silly foul in the backcourt that time, just bumps right into Collins. And that'll put the Grind in the 2-shot penalty here for the rest of the quarter. And again, it's been shooting from the field that's been big here in the second quarter. Again, the Grind 6 of 20, whereas Pontiac 10 of 15 as Collins connects on the first. Pontiac shooting over 66% from the field. The Grind just 30% after they got out to a hot start. They've still been able to sustain the lead. And there's the first miss from the line here tonight for the Grind. Now 8 of 9. Strong take, a lot of contact on the way to the rim, and that one rejected out of bounds by Bledsoe. As Gracie tried to force his way inside, and Bledsoe came over to swat it away. Towns will inbound. Looking, still looking, lobs it in for Nix. Nix will kick it out. Burton tried to set his feet. Now they lob it back inside to Nix. Got good post position, and he'll lay it in. Again, once he gets the ball in that spot, there's nothing you're going to be able to do about that as Nix 3 of 3 now for 6 points. Frampton step back three, and he connects again. And Luke Frampton, so deadly from the outside. He's 3 of 4, 2 of 3 from downtown. And the lead now back to 9. Towns kicks it over, pass, turnover, TBL back. .309 to go here in the first half. The Grind lead Pontiac 50-41. Chris Kidd with you. Chris Riggs, our engineer. It has been a game that the Grind have led from the very beginning here tonight. Pontiac has never held the lead. They were able to cut a 16-point deficit down to 4 moments ago. Back-to-back buckets for the Grind have pushed the lead back to 9. Now looking to push it back to double digits, and Frampton again from deep. Mentioned it the first time he touched the ball tonight. He is an absolute sharpshooter, and he has 12 points now, or 11 points rather, 3 of 4 from downtown, and 4 or 5 overall from the field. All of that off the bench. In the left corner, 3 took a trip around the rim off the backboard, and Burton gets it to fall home. That's his second bucket of the night. He's got 5 points. Lead back down to 9. Collins trying to shake Towns. Finally gives it up. Bledsoe works his way down to the left block. Trying to find a size advantage. Turnaround jumper for him. And great technique there by Bledsoe. Again, saw he had the size advantage. Lined up the fadeaway, and he gets it to fall. So he's up to 9 points for the game. Towns will kick it out. Temple, strong drive right side, goes up over Thame, and he'll lay it in with the right hand. Good take there by Temple, rather, as he's got 12 points for the game. Collins, strong take inside, dishes off, pinned at the rim by Nix. Rebound goes back up, and good finish by Thame. Great job by him sticking with it after the rejection. And the lead back to double figures. Both teams now on a spurt on the offensive end. Once again, Nix trying to post up down low. Bledsoe doing all he can do to deny right now. It's Temple trying to get by Thame all the way in. We get a whistle. Let's see if we call this on the floor or on the shot with 1.5 minutes to go. And looks like they're going to say it is a shooting foul, as Thame picks up his first foul. Temple 1 of 2 from the line tonight. And this is on the first, as Pharaohs 2 of 5 overall from the charity stripe. As Nix will check out after some extended minutes. As Christian Littlejohn checks back in. Again, picked up 2 fouls in just 2 minutes of action earlier tonight. As Temple sinks the second, lead back down to 10. Collins been running the point since Reed went to the bench for a breather after getting banged up a few times. Almost lost it there. Gets a screen from Thame, tried to give and go, but it went off his foot, but regathered by Moore. Gets it back down low side. Nice take, kicks it into the corner. Strong look for 3. That one canned as well, as Philip Bledsoe hits. And the Grind shooting 50% from 3 here in the second quarter. They've knocked down 4 here in just the last few moments. That's their 6th overall for the contest. Step back 3, and there's the 5th 3 of the game for the Pharaohs as Burton hits his second in a row. 60-49 now, 44 seconds left in the first half. Losing his footing as Thame gets rid of it before he could travel. Tipped into the backcourt. They're going to say it was deflected, so no over and back call. As Pontiac upset with it on the bench. Now Frampton left wing 3. He is red hot. His 4th 3 of the half and his 14th point overall. 63-49 as take by Towns. Get a whistle on the way to the bucket. They're going to get that on Collins. That'll be his first, and that'll put the Pharaohs into the bonus now. But Luke Frampton off the bench has just been a revelation here in the first half for the Grind. 4 of 5 from 3, 14 points, 5 of 6 from the field overall. And this late 3-point spurt by the Grind has extended this lead all the way back out to 14. As Pontiac's bench still unhappy with a call on the other end. Towns has 4 points tonight, but again, struggles from the line continue for the Pharaohs. They're now 3 of 7 overall. Grind 8 of 9 overall from the free throw line. Towns able to get the second to go, but now the Grind can hold for 1 here as shot clock and game clock virtually synced up at the moment. It's Collins to his left. Instead, he's going to pull the trigger fast, and he hits another. Again, the 3-point barrage has just rained down here on the Pharaohs here in the closing moments of this first half. Down to 8 seconds left. Burton trying to find an opening. He'll step back for a deep 3, and that one much needed. He's been hot near the end of the half.